Who are the forgotten figures who shaped public discourse? Imagine a world where some of the most important voices in history are barely remembered. Many people who influenced how we talk about politics and justice are often left out of the story. These figures helped shape the conversations that decide what is fair and what is right, but their names are not well known. They played vital roles in encouraging citizens to participate and in making sure different voices could be heard in the public sphere. Public discourse is all about sharing ideas and opinions among people and institutions. It is where political opinions are formed and policies are made. The public sphere is the space where this exchange happens. Ideally, it is open to everyone, allowing all voices to be heard and respected. But in reality, some voices get pushed aside because of race, gender, or social class. This is where many forgotten figures come in. They fought against these barriers to make the public sphere more inclusive. Take Ida B. Wells, for example. She was an African-American journalist and activist in the late 1800s. She used her writing to fight against lynching and racial violence. Even though she faced threats and violence herself, she kept speaking out. Her work helped change public opinion and influenced civil rights laws. Her efforts in shaping public discourse were powerful but often overlooked in history. Another example is Henry Lee Moon. He was the director of public relations for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People during key moments like the Brown versus the Board of Education case and the March on Washington. His messaging helped shape how the public understood these events and their importance. His work made a difference in how civil rights issues were seen and discussed. Inez Kaiser was one of the first African-American women to work in public relations. She broke racial and gender barriers in a field dominated by white men. Her career showed that diverse voices could influence how organizations and the public talked about social justice. Her story reminds us that representation in communication roles matters a lot. Maria Stewart was an early African-American woman speaker and activist. She addressed political issues at a time when women and Black people had very limited chances to participate in public debates. Her speeches challenged social norms and pushed for justice. Her voice helped shape early American activism and inspired future generations. Jane Franklin Meckham, sister of Benjamin Franklin, also played a role in early American political life. Her story reveals how women had fewer opportunities to participate in political discourse. Despite restrictions, she contributed to ideas about civic duty and community involvement, showing that even outside formal politics, women influenced public conversations. Beyond individuals, many unseen contributors helped shape public discourse. Think tanks, foundations, nonprofits, and advocacy groups work behind the scenes. They influence policies and public opinion without always being accountable to the public. This raises ethical questions about transparency and fairness. Their influence can sometimes drown out the voices of ordinary citizens. Recognizing these forgotten figures is more than just fixing history. It is about making our democracy stronger and fairer. When we include diverse voices, we create a public sphere that truly reflects everyone's experiences. This helps build social justice and encourages more citizen action. To do this, we can update school lessons to include these overlooked figures. Supporting media that amplifies marginalized voices is also key. We should push for transparency in how policies are made, especially when private groups influence decisions. Encouraging people to get involved in politics and challenge unfair power structures keeps democracy alive. Remembering these forgotten figures reminds us that shaping public discourse is a collective effort. It is about giving everyone a chance to speak and be heard. When we do that, we strengthen our social fabric and move closer to a society where justice and participation are truly for all.